Casey, are you there?
Betcha.
Okay, great. Hello, everybody. This is Casey. I'm getting a little feedback on yours. Hey,
How is that? Yep.
Nope, still getting a little feedback.
From me?
Yep. Are you there? Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Guys, welcome to tonight. Tonight is usually our Tuesday night call that we give you updates. And tonight, because of all the exciting changes and because of everything that's been going on, Casey and I decided to give you more of a training of the NUI Compchain coin collecting. Like, where are we at right now in this space and time? And I'm going to tell you guys, it is very, 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 very exciting. So I'm going to have Casey unmute. And Casey, you want to say anything before we get started?
I am very excited about the fact that we're going to be able to introduce people to that second coin and talk about how it all fits together with Compchain and some of the great new things we're moving forward with.
All right, great. So here we go, guys. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to show you, when you look at everything we're doing with NUI and you're saying, what's going on? And everything we've done in the last week or two is based on resolving the issues with the Texas investigation. You guys got to understand is that although we were still moving forward with NUI, with coin collecting, with everything, the Texas resolution actually made some great sense. And what we did is enhanced a lot of things so that we're ready not only for this year, but for 5 or 10 years or 20 years down the line. And that's very exciting. Casey, I'm just going to let you butt in anytime you want. I'm going to roll, and then you just come in anytime you want. Is that okay? Perfect. Okay. So basically, here's what's happening, guys. So now you have NUI, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, last Thursday, Tuesday, we start talking about Compchain again. It's your network. Now, if those of you guys know that if you've been with NUI a while, we did a pre-launch of Compchain a little while ago, and it was modestly successful, but we weren't ready for it. I really believe that we weren't ready for the impact. We weren't ready for anything that it was doing, because what happens because of Texas, Compchain made more sense than anything else, especially in the blockchain cryptocurrency world. So what does that mean? Well, when we first talked about Compchain to NUI, and we had that exclusive first right to jump into Compchain, basically there were 4 parts for it. Number 1 was enroll, and number 2 was KYC, which just means know your customer. Knowing your customer when we're marketing a cryptocurrency or a mining product or anything in the blockchain world actually gives you a layer of compliance. And then the third thing was own your network, which is what we talked about with the nodes. And the fourth thing is basically once the Compchain is being built out, people can come into Compchain and become a product provider. And what does that mean? Well, we'll talk about it in a little bit. Casey, you want to say anything about this? Casey there? No? Okay. Anyway, so you're like,
sorry,
what is what's that?
I'm right here. Sorry.
Okay. You want to say anything about that, Case?
I think that it's important that everybody knows that we are following the roadmap that we created way back when we first introduced Compchain. And as you're showing here in the slides, it's that we knew that there was a process, there was a timing that was involved. As you know, everything new in technology that's bleeding edge like what we're doing, it just takes time. I mean, we're creating from nothing and producing something that's really quite revolutionary. So we're right on the proper step. Today, we're going to talk about step number 4.
So when you talk about KYC, knowing your customer, what happened in Texas is it basically was a compliance issue. What was a security, what was not? What can you market from a business to a customer? What requirements do you have? Do you have to be an accredited investor? Do you have to do, so the know your customer rule, which basically in blockchain is you have to put your information in there so we know we know who we're marketing to, we know what you're all about, and you provide that information. And that really what encouraged everything is going forward in the coin collecting. Because when we're looking at coin collecting and looking at gigahash mining and we're looking at rig mining, well, let's just do it right. So what Compchain did is added that extra sense of security and privacy to it. So really quick, Compchain is the world's first blockchain created for networking. Now we have other blocks right now. In fact, Kala is a block chain. But this one is created specifically for networking. It puts the power of personal network back in your hands. Compchain is thrilled to announce the launch of their very own Coco coin. To share their excitement, they're offering members the chance to earn Coco as they build a network and prepare the integration of Compchain's products. So really, guys, what Compchain does, it is the first SHA-256 blockchain for compensation. And it provides a safe, secure service that stores and protects your network forever. So when you look at it from an individual point, now I'm going to go from the top down here so you guys understand why this is so important. Is it replacing Nui? No, it's almost we're fortunate to be able to transition into this. And in a couple of slides, I'm going to show you where Nui is. Nui is actually becoming a product provider in Compchain. But when you look at what's in it for you, why would you get in for free? Why would you do this? And why would you get money, $3 worth of Compcoin to get in Compchain? Well, here's the reason why. Because once you're in a block and you build out your team, your associates, your influence, whatever you do, it can never be taken away from you. And it even exists if a company or product provider goes out of business. For example, if we had a product provider in the block that didn't last, it didn't matter. You wouldn't go out of business. If you're with a network company that goes out of business, pretty much they own your team, so it's all gone. It provides complete transparency, permanence in each registration, sale, and commission, 100% accessible by you, and it offers a safe, honest opportunity to build relationship and connections with people. But it gives you, an entrepreneur, the ability to monetize your network. So I'm going to just tell you one beautiful part of Compchain. Let's say, like in Casey and my case, we put hundreds of thousands of people in our past in network marketing. I can't ever imagine to have that right now. If I had every person I'd ever put in my business in a block, and all I had to do was go search another product to insert in that block to create another income, it would be sick. Casey, why don't you comment on this?
Well, one of the things that we are looking for is an opportunity to really secure everybody who's a part of Nui and put them into, number one, a disruptive technology like Compchain, to put them into a system that can protect them over a long haul. I think everybody's time is valuable. I think that when you're spending time building out a network like Nui, or you're building out something like the compensation systems that we're looking at here with all the different coin collectings, you want to know that when you wake up a year, 3, 5, 10, 20 from now, that you weren't just building something that was temporary or wasting your time. You were building something that was, as you can see here, revolutionary, dealing with the true transient challenges that face the network marketing, MLM industry, and Compchain is that solution. And Nui, 18 months ago, made a decision, said, you know what, we're going to be everything blockchain. We're going to start our own crypto. We're going to take everybody down the path, and we're going to work together to create this. Tonight, we're going to talk about coin collecting as we started 2019, and we're introducing that next phase. So this is a beautiful piece of the transition. If you stood back and looked at it, you'd be like, wow, like these guys have really done something special, because they're taking care of the vision of everybody, certainly all of the time that we've all invested in being a part of this.
Thanks, Case. So when people are saying, well, is coin collecting still available? Is it still alive? Heck yeah. It's actually better than it's ever been. It's alive and well because we have the protection, we have the security, we have the transparency, we have the KYC, or know your customer, in Compchain. And that's what's beautiful about it. So what we're going to talk about is Nui coin collecting. The requirements have changed for the second coin, Compcoin, and we're going to show you that, right? What's different about that? Well, the future of coin collecting will require a Compchain membership and a KYC to participate in any other coin collecting programs that we have in Nui. So watch this, guy. So blockchain is just this big block of people. It could be 100 people. It could be 100 million people. It could be everybody in the planet. So when Nui, as a product provider, goes in and says, we're going to launch a Compcoin as a gigahash program into Compchain, you as a Compchain member can take advantage of that, right? Because we're not going to launch any other coin collecting just in Nui itself. It has to be protected by Compchain, and that's what's excited about it. Now, everybody knows that Kala is the first coin in this collection, right? So the second coin, the first coin, so what we had, the first requirement when it was just living in Nui, basically you must purchase a Kala gigahash contract in order to purchase additional coin contracts. Well, because we're going into Compchain, then that is no longer required. The new requirement is that you must be enrolled in Compchain and KYC to participate in coin collecting future offers. What does that mean, guys? Well, you can do everything else in Nui. Anything else, the education, you can actually do Kala in Nui at this point. You can do but to participate in anything that we have in the offerings going forward in the coin collecting arena, you have to be enrolled in Compchain. Why? Not really because of the block, but because of the KYC. Now, what does that do for us? It gives you a lot more. It gives you a lot more flexibility. So the second coin collecting Compcoin, the new requirement, you must register in Compchain and you must be KYC. Now, here's what I'm going to show you. So you got these two amazing programs. You got Nui with what Core was and Symmetry and everything we're doing in Nui and the education in Nui. And then you've got Kala, which lives in Nui, that has its own blockchain. You should see what they're doing right now to create new use cases for Nui's blockchain or for Kala's blockchain that's going to parallel to what Compchain is doing. So we're very excited about that. So people say, well, Jim, what do I enroll? Why do I have to be in both? Or what happens? Or what about Compchain? What happens when I enroll in Compchain? Well, if you're enrolling Compchain, now you do not have to be a Nui member to enroll in Compchain. You don't ever have to be a member of any network marketing company to enroll in Compchain. The only time you have to enroll in that network company if you want to participate in that network marketing company's compensation plan. It's just that simple. If you don't want to participate in the compensation plan and you just want to take advantage of the product, you can just join Compchain. But because of Nui's revolutionary autofill and everything else, then if you want to participate in a Nui compensation plan in Compchain, then you have to have that dual citizenship, let's just say. So here's how it works. Casey, jump in anytime, my man, please. I'm just going to keep rolling around this, okay? So right now, Darren gets on the phone and he's like, Thursday, he throws this at us. He says, okay, we're going to roll with this. And I'm like, you know what? The first time out, I wasn't excited about it because I thought we had so much going on. It couldn't be more perfect timing to have this happen. So how do you get a membership in Compchain and receive free stuff? So basically, Compchain says this, that your sponsor is going to send you an invitation code and is going to pay $1 worth of cocoa to get you in. What does it cost you? Nothing. It's free. It's just absolutely free. So what's the next step? Well, the next step is that when you register, then you're going to have a wallet, and in that wallet is going to be $3 worth of cocoa. Now, I want to make something very clear. It's not free cocoa. It's $3 worth of cocoa. Those of you that understand Bitcoin and you understand the valuation of Bitcoin, you can't just give somebody a Bitcoin. You got to give them the value of a Bitcoin because it will fluctuate. Right now, cocoa is fluctuating in its value and it's going up. So when you register, when you click on that sponsor's invitation and you process that, you're going to receive 3 Compcoin when you sign up. What's that? There's only one use for that. And that use, you can't sell it. You can't transition that 3 cocoa into money. That cocoa is specifically designed to register 3 people. Once you do that, you receive $15 worth of cocoa. So if it's $1 of cocoa, you receive 15. And then when you do that, when you help those 3 register 3 people in that same process, you will get another $15 worth of cocoa. So what does this mean? Number one, you're going into the block. You're securing your position in the block. You can enroll for free. They're paying you Compcoin to get in. The first 3 Compcoin is only designed for registering people. The $15 or the $15 worth of Compcoin after that, you can do anything you want. You can convert it into Bitcoin. You can convert it into other coin. So, but the 3 is locked in for that one purpose, right? So what does that mean? You will receive $3 worth of cocoa, not three cocoa or 3.1 cocoa. Darren was on a call today, and actually Dave was in my office when we were doing the call. And he goes, "That we got to make sure people understand it's $3 worth of cocoa." I said, "Got it." Okay. The next thing, you will need $1 of cocoa to register a member. So when you enroll and you get your invitation code and you send it, let's say you send it to me. All right. Once I register, you'll get an email. And in that email, it'll tell you how much cocoa you got to spend to get me in. You got to spend $1, and it'll tell you what you have to do. You just click a link, and it'll deduct that percentage off of your $3 worth of cocoa. It's real simple. You will receive, when you register 3, you would receive $15 worth of cocoa. Now, you will need to KYC before you can receive the $15. And I asked Dave today, I said, "Okay, Dave, I get it, but why?" And I'm going to show you why. Because the $3 of cocoa only has one use, and that's to register people. You cannot liquidate that cocoa, the $3 of cocoa, into Bitcoin or any other conversion. The 15 you can. So by law, you have to KYC before you can convert. The KYC cost is $15 of cocoa, and you could go to Compchain's back office to purchase that cocoa to get your KYC. And this is all mapped out, guys. So we're not teaching you how to do this. I'm just giving you the flow of it. Now, only NUI members is another part of this that will receive a 25% commission on this product up the tree, and you have to be a NUI member to receive the commission. So if you weren't a NUI member, you get all this. If you are a NUI member, you get this plus this. So remember, if you want to participate in the product provider's compensation plan in Compcoin or Compchain, then you have to become a member of that network. It's real simple. Casey, you want to say anything?
Well, you're covering a lot of great information here, Jim. I think the most exciting thing that's going on here is that once again, we're providing people with an opportunity to sign up in Compchain for free to receive the $3 worth of cocoa. And as they register members, obviously they're going to get another 15, which is going to help them pay for their KYC, which is going to qualify them for those commissions. As you can see there, the 25% of commissions going up the tree. I think it's really important that everyone knows that Compchain is neutral. It doesn't require that you be in a MLM. You can be in Compchain and build a network, but in order to be receiving compensation from a network, you have to be attached to a company that has a license to do that. In this case, NUI has a license to do a multi-level marketing compensation plan, and that's why it's set up this way.
So when you will receive the $3 of cocoa immediately, like right away. What does that mean? So then you can use that. What do you use that for? To register 3 people. It's real simple. Now, the thing is this: you will need $1 of cocoa to register a member. So, here's the pitch. Ready for it, guys? Now, this is a training call. This is not a sales call. Hey, Case, Jimbo, catching at a good time? Hey, listen, I'm going to send you a link. It's for free. You don't have to pay any money. And when it's in a blockchain, I'll explain it all to you. But get your spot for free. It's going to cost me $1 to give it to you, and I'm going to spend $1 to do it. When you get in, they're going to send you a cryptocurrency called Cocoa that is worth $3 for free. You want to do it? Let's just do it. You do not have to go into this full-blown explanation if you don't want. You will receive the $15 of Cocoa on the 15th of March. That's when the first payout is coming. You will need to KYC before you can receive the $15. And the reason is, why do you need to KYC before you receive the $15 of cocoa? Is what I said, is because that $15, you could either purchase something with it, or you can turn it into Bitcoin. You can sell it. You could do whatever you want with it. And that's why the KYC is important by law. It's the law that it's the law that if you are not KYC, then you can't have cocoa that can be converted into BTC. So we're covering all the bases here. Now, the additional awards, now that's just Compchain. So what if you're a NUI member? Well, once you've completed the 3 steps above, as a NUI member, you will also earn 25 cents for everyone in your network up to 10 levels. And when you do the math on something like this, it's really sick numbers, okay? But you must complete the KYC process in order to receive promotional rewards and commissions. Don't miss the chance at being a part of Compchain. So that's it, right? So when you look at when you look at coin collecting 2, you look at Compcoin. When you're involved in Compchain, you can now participate in our GigaHash program of Compcoin. Now, here's what's different. So John Johnston and Jeremy and Ed and everybody, I was telling everybody that you did not have to be in NUI to mine or to do the GigaHash program with Compcoin. I have to stand corrected. You do, because it is a NUI product being offered in Compchain with NUI's compensation plan. So you do have to be registered as a NUI member to participate in this GigaHash program, okay? So then you say, okay, then how about NUI? So why do you do NUI? So why would we need both? Well, to get Kala coin, you can only get Kala coin through NUI. And when you look at and when you look at everything with Kala, that has to come through NUI. NUI has just gone into a membership integration starting on March the 2nd to enroll with Kala. So the new process of Kala coming into NUI is now basically active. And there is a whole blog and I had the whole thing, Casey, ready to go on telling people about Kala. It's not clunky, it's just different. So we're gonna say something about this right now. The biggest question I get all the time is, should I enroll people in NUI or should I enroll people in Compchain? And Casey, you want to say anything about this?
I would say that the real value here is now that we're introducing people to a pure blockchain, obviously Compchain it is, the way that I'm going to be approaching the business, Jim. And as I know we've talked about, we're going to be saying to people, family, friends, listen, please sign up in Compchain. It's $1 for me to get involved, but you'll make $3 for doing so of Coco, their new cryptocurrency. And if you would like to participate, so it's free to get in and we get you set up. Once you've got them set up, you say, listen, would you like to earn commissions? They're probably going to say, well, yeah, I've got a bunch of people I can give this free link away to. I'm like, great. If you want to make commissions on it, all we need to do is get you registered in NUI because they're the ones that control the compensation system. So we're seeing the value here, which is, hey, give everybody a free link into Compchain. And of course, if they really want to get commission based, they just need to get themselves set up in NUI with some Kala. So you'll get a chance to take a brand new person through several cryptocurrencies just by getting involved. This is a beautiful thing, Jim.
You know what it is, Case, because we go I always learn you go with the path of least resistance, right? If it's a complicated sell, then you go with something else. The beautiful part about Compchain is that enrolling people in, like in 3 days, Darren was saying on the call the other day, in 3 days, we're like matching what they did in the other company where they put over 300,000 people in, because in 3 days, we're over 1,000 people in Compchain from scratch, and over 60% of them have KYC. So what I would do is say NUI is a little bit more of an explanation than Compchain is. Now, when you get them in Compchain, here's the products. In order to be, you say, well, what do you have to do? So here's NUI and here's Compchain. So in order to be involved in coin collecting, you have to be involved in NUI and you have to be involved in Compchain. Really simple. For Kala GigaHash, you only have to be involved in NUI. For Compcoin GigaHash program, the Compcoin that we're getting ready to launch, if you want to be in that program and get paid the commissions from NUI, you have to be in Compchain and NUI. For the Compcoin promotion, only to receive the $3 worth of Coco and the $15 worth of Coco and the other $15 of Coco, you only have to be in Compchain. If you want to get the 25% commission on the Compchain offering, you have to be in both. If you want, now Darren's talking about these apps that are getting ready to come out. They're going to pay us $5 when we sign up, And if we transfer that $5 in a wallet, they're going to pay us $25 more to do that. And when you look at that, that's $30 for free. What do you have to do for that? You only have to be in Compchain. Why? Because there's no compensation plan other than there's no downline commissions paid. So that is a product offering that only requires a Compchain membership. Now, anything that has to do with a NUI compensation plan, you have to be in both. So how would we approach this? How would we make this work? How would we let this go? Guys, I'm telling you something. It is like, what I'm telling people is like, I'm going to send you a block. I'm going to send you an invitation, get in for free. And then I'm going to show you. And I would personally, guys, this is just me. I'd send them $50 of free calla myself. I mean, Casey and I had this other program that we put thousands of people in a couple of months, and we were giving people a $50 bill just to get in. And if I had the calla, I would send them calla to register in NUI and just get that over with. Casey, you want to say anything about this?
I think that the diagram you put up here, Jim, gives people the clarity about why you need to lead with Compchain. Get people in because it's free, path of least resistance, get them registered, get them into the position. Now you've got them in a great position to win. Then you take them to NUI and say, let's talk about cryptocurrency for a second. Let's talk about calla. Let's talk about how these pieces work. Now we want to get you some commissions and all of this. And this is how we're going to do it. And you set them up and you take them through the vision of how all these pieces are going to apply. And of course, once, as you've mentioned, once the app product is launched in Compchain, then we'll have another product that we can introduce people to. So this is a very powerful direction. So again, everybody needs to build the language that's most comfortable for them to get people introduced to the program. But I think there's a deep correlation between the fact that we've just come off of free with NUI, and we say just need to reach out to those same people that said yes to NUI for free. Say let's say yes to NUI for say yes to Compchain for free, and then back them into compensation if they choose to. Remember, you don't have to have them register with NUI for compensation if they're not interested in compensation. You know, remember, getting people there is the first step. Then they can make that decision. Once they start seeing it work, they have confidence with both the Compcoin and, you know, the whole idea of they're watching your calla coins grow and they're watching your mining work, you know, you'll become the example. Being exemplary is the greatest way to produce results.
Absolutely. So here's the thing, guys. So I hope this helped, because what I want to do is make it real simple for everybody. Now, when you look at something like this and you look at saying, okay, now what do I have to do here? In other words, if I wanted to get involved in calla, what do I have to be involved in? Really, only NUI. If I wanted to get involved in Compcoin, I have to be involved in NUI and Compchain. So it just makes sense. This is actually one of those things that you're going to build a pool of thousands of people in blockchain, and then you can convert them to NUI because of the compensation plan. And it is absolutely amazing. So guys, I hope this helped. People ask if you've already spent your $100, if you spent your $100 before and you spent $100 on enrolling in Compchain, guys, you're in. If you KYC'd, if you have you need to call your sponsor to make sure you got a check mark and not a triangle next to your name. If you're clean, then when you open your account, you'll get 50 cocoa in your account. And then all you have to do is send out your invitations. There is we're working on a frequently asked question. I had Amy from customer service come in today, and we're working on some of the things. There was a little bit of a glitch in getting the 3 cocoa or $3 worth of cocoa. That is fixed. Looks like everything is being done and being fixed. This is moving very, very rapidly. So what's beautiful about coin collecting, what's beautiful about what we started in NUI, which is coin collecting, is now this couldn't be a better case scenario of being a part of a gigahash program in coin collecting that has a case value use immediately, and it goes crazy. Casey, anything else on this?
I think it's just a great opportunity to put yourself into coin collecting once again. We think this is the year to do that. That's why we've got it set up the way we have. It's now free to get people to get involved with Compchain. You've gotten thousands and thousands of people free into NUI. Now it's time to just phone them up, say, listen, there's another free offer over here. It's going to introduce a second crypto. They're going to send you 3 cocoa coins so you can try this thing out. Sorry, $3 worth of cocoa coin. If you get 3 other people involved, they can send you another $15 worth of cocoa coin. This is an opportunity for people to really really experience cryptocurrency at the cutting edge. This is just amazing. To me, it's just amazing because really people are entering into this place for an incredibly reasonable price. And again, even once they do want to register with Nui to get that compensation or commissions, we're talking $50 worth of kala, which right now at 2 cents, $2,500, 2,500 kala, sorry. It's just so reasonable to be able to participate in all the levels of what this is all about. And remember, like, we have not even talked about where kala is going to go or where the Compcoin is going to go. We have a very clear direction about the size and scope of what's possible with Compchain. You're talking about a disruptive technology that's going to disrupt $180 billion industry, which is the direct selling industry. Just to give you the specs on that, if you took a look at the direct selling industry and you took all the automobile industry of the United States of America, that'd be about 130 billion. You took off and put in all NFL football, that'd be another 50 billion. That's how big network marketing is in the United States. And so I share people with that all the time. I said, you do have no idea how big this is to be in the right place at the right time with a free offer to family and friends to get involved, to learn about cryptocurrency, to be in the gold rush, to be at the right time, to do it simply in a great program like this. Just to me, it's just a no-brainer.
So when you're in closing this out, people say, don't get hung up on 2,500 kala. Don't get hung. I mean, seriously, would your investment of holding $50 worth of kala, $2,500 worth of kala, be worth more if that kala went to $1, or it'd be worth more registering a Casey, a Jim, a John, a John, a Juan, a Darren? You can't, don't get hung up on the cost of registering in Nui. Be creative with say, listen, if you want to get Nui, I'll send you 2,500 worth of kala to get you in. Don't let the pennies keep you away from the millions. Okay. Guys, hope this helped. I really do. We spent a lot of time. We're going to have Thursday night. We're going to even clean it up even more in a presentation form. We are so excited. If this helped, I really appreciate you being here. Appreciate all the leadership, Darren and Reed, in case we're excited to keep going. So God bless, guys. Have a great evening.
Hey, everyone. Take care.